Davis.
I have a question before we start. If you have a question on anything I say, does that debit my minutes, or do we extend the minutes while you ask your question and get a response?
You should just give 3 minutes and try not to ask and answer questions during the time, because that gets into other people's
I
time.
recognize that, but it looks like hardly anybody else is going to talk. So, okay, well, that's clear. I'm Dave Steelquist out of Quilcene. Two things I wanted to bring up. One, I had sent some emails out over the last couple of weeks concerned with the Open Meetings Act. I wanted to clarify one thing on those. I use the term agenda, which I consider a loose term of what's going to happen in the meeting. The RCW doesn't use the term agenda, but it says content, especially involving things that are going to be legislated or approved that affect the public. So if there was some misunderstanding there, that's my using a word that kind of was misinterpreted. Second of all, I would like to report that both the Health Department and the Parks Department have their minutes up to date. I don't know what effort it took to do it, but it happened. Although it took my going to both of those meetings to get that to happen. I was told in one of the meetings they weren't going to respond to me. This is one of the directors, or department heads, because they didn't know who I was, and the other one kind of implied it wasn't my business. That is unfortunate. One of the things, sitting in the park board meeting last week, there are a couple things that cropped up. One, the park board has not been asked to do any evaluation of the Gibbs Lake Park extension. And having been a park board member, I thought that was part of our charter. I would like to recommend that review be performed and you get a reading from the park board. Second of all, the park board advises me that they have not heard from the commissioners in 2 years. They don't know what their purpose is. They are struggling with purpose. They're going to go to an off-site retreat, bring in a facilitator to help them determine purpose. The purpose really should be coming from the board, from the commissioners. That's a concern of mine. The third thing is, in observing the meeting, the Parks and Rec manager has in essence taken over the meeting. He sits at the table, he tells the chairman when to start the meeting, when to move on to the next subject. He controls the meeting through hand gestures and nods. He records the minutes. He develops the agenda without speaking to the board. There needs to be a separation from the parks manager and the advisory board if they're doing any good. But then again, if we don't have a purpose for them, we really should disband the board. That's it. Thank you.